I'm just over here tripping off of everyone acting surprised. If you have been out of the loop, I want to play for you the latest craze. Compliments of a freshman, a just entering congressperson.
Newly sworn in Democratic Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib under fire this morning for comments that she made calling for President Trump to be impeached. Listen.
And when your son looks at you and says, "Mama, look, you won," bullies don't win. And I said, "Baby, they don't, because we're going to go in there, we're going to impeach the motherfucker."
All right, we're back with David Gregory, MJ Lee, and Alex Burns. MJ, she knows that people are holding cameras up like this, taping it, so this wasn't like a hot mic moment. Right. This was a message, and I think that you can hear already that a lot of the freshman class is filled with vim and vigor, as my euphemism for something else. And so will we see some flame throwing? I mean, is this a style that they're coming to Washington with that they think will be effective?
I mean, probably. And, you know, particularly on the impeachment issue, yes, this is not the kind of language that we're used to hearing from sworn-in members on Capitol Hill. However, we do know that the issue of impeachment is one that people around the country think about. And obviously, especially for the critics and people who are not supporters of the president, they do get worked up about this issue.
That was the comment, and you saw a little reaction there on CNN. Now we're going to go to some GOP reaction to the comments made by Rashida Tlaib.
Ways we could work together, laid out firm core principles that we would not compromise on. And then we see this language going forward. How do you work with anybody if this is what they really have planned? That they go down into a place, that they have a move on, they think others aren't watching it, they're using foul language, they introduce that they just want to impeach the president. Over what basis? We have government shut down right now. Where are their priorities? We gave them an opportunity to show their priorities, that yes, they're committed to the American people, they'll put the people before politics, and then we'll open government back up, and we'll make sure we're able to secure our borders? No, they voted no.
Speaker Pelosi, last night at a reception for MoveOn.org, one of your new members, Rashida Tlaib, who is newly elected Congresswoman from Michigan, used some colorful language to talk about what would happen to Donald Trump, to the president, saying, quote, "We're going to go in and impeach the MFer." Your reaction to that comment?
I probably have a generational reaction to it. But in any event, I'm not in the censorship business. I don't think that, I mean, I don't like that language. I wouldn't use that language. I don't, again, establish any language standards for my colleagues. But I don't think it's anything worse than what the president has said. Fair
enough. But I guess the question would be, does that kind of discussion of impeachment on that level help the cause of oversight in general, or does it make impeachment more likely, less likely? Does it impact the actual trajectory of oversight?
I think it probably consolidates his base, but I don't think they need much consolidation. I don't think it makes that much difference. No.
So you're not concerned at all about the way that the president's base will react to the idea of an incoming Democratic caucus coming in with the idea already pre-baked into the cake? They're going to go and get him. You guys are going to go get him.
Well, you have to weigh the equities. That is not the position of the House Democratic Caucus. Sure. And the equity to be weighed is that's freedom of speech of an individual member. As I say, generationally, that would not be language I would use.
Sure.
But nonetheless, I don't think we should make a big deal of it. I really don't.
So before I get started, what was that guy's name? Anybody know the name of the GOP guy that was really pissed off there? He was virtue signaling hard. He had his virtue signal turned all the way up, didn't he? Oh, man. I love that. Anthony said, I don't know his name, but I got a name for him. F-boy. Look, what's up with all these people suddenly, you know, getting a case of the do rights or the act rights for other people? Check it out. So here's the deal. Here's the deal. If you're going to let Trump If you're a Republican and you don't have a problem with Trump calling people who peacefully protest, take a knee, doing the national anthem, if you don't have a problem with him calling those people sons of bees, sons of bitches, you shouldn't have a problem with somebody calling Trump a motherfucker. That's just going to be the rule. You're going to be one way, right? You're going to be one way or the other. You're not going to be just for these people, we got different rules, right? For us, we got our own rules. No, we're not going to do that. That's called hypocrisy. And it sucks, okay? You suck if you're a hypocrite. I look at it like this. I think it was wrong for Donald Trump to use those terms, to call those football players that. I said so at the time. I think it's in poor taste and I think it's wrong for Rashida Tlaib to call Donald Trump a motherfucker. Asshole. Asshole's better. Hey, I'm not politically correct, and I'm not a politician who just got elected. So just the people in the district elected her. She's representing them. But then again, maybe they want her to say this. Maybe this is going to go over good with the people back home. Maybe that's why she did it. Maybe this is something they get into. They like it. So I don't know. Okay, so I do have a problem with people pretending like things aren't already divided. I do. I don't understand these people with this thing. She's dividing the country. It's already divided. Way before she called Trump a name. We got every talk show, almost 99% of talk shows, dog Trump out on a daily basis. And then you got one person, probably at the happiest moment of her life, being elected to office, who called Trump an MFer, and now you're like, oh, that's it. Where's the morals? Where's the fairness? No, every day is constant Trump being skewered constantly. And I'm not saying he don't deserve it, because see, like I said, I think Trump is an asshole. But I'm just saying, where's the perspective? Now, I would like to say is regarding this Nancy Pelosi statement, I agree with her. I don't think this gives Donald Trump's base any more than they already had. I don't think this is new. I don't think Donald Trump's base is going, oh man, they don't like Trump. I didn't have any idea they don't like Trump. It's caught me off guard. I didn't know that. I thought he was popular. There's like no Trump supporter in the country who is taken aback, like, oh my God, I had no idea. I mean, they may not like it, but they're not going to be shocked that there are Democrats who want to impeach Donald Trump. I mean, that's all Maxine Waters has been talking about since Trump started running. There were people talking about impeaching Donald Trump before Donald Trump became president. Look it up. Look it up. There are people talking about impeaching him. So let's not act like this is like, oh my God. She said, so what are we upset about really? We're upset that she used bad language? Trump used bad language and still got elected. Unless you think saying you grab women by their change purses is just regular stuff that presidents are supposed to say. I mean, he said that, and then he still won. But those people that elected a president who they heard say it, they had no problem with it. They had no problem with it. They went in there and they just, Trump, and filled in their little circle and kept it moving. But now all of a sudden, someone's using, so let's just admit, it's all about what team you're on, right? It's all about what team you're on, because it can't really be about the language. Now, maybe it's about the impeachment part. Hey, look, guys, look, the Democrats have been talking about impeachment. If you pay attention, you'll realize that there are a lot of Republicans. Even Steve Bannon was on the Bill Maher show on HBO, 2 months ago, saying if the Democrats win Congress, win the House, then they will impeach Donald Trump. I mean, like, that's a foregone conclusion. Rashida Tlaib, she just got on the team. She's not a part of the it crowd. Nancy Pelosi and Donald Trump go way back. Just like Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, all of them go way, way back. They're friends. They're friends. Chuck Schumer, they're all friends. They're buddies. They've known each other 20, 30 years. This idea that people at each other's throats in real life is BS. It's World Wrestling Federation stuff. It's us lowly voters and regular citizens who buy into the bread and circus of it all. The theatrics of it all. It's all BS. But I have noticed that Nancy Pelosi and Donald Trump have been very chummy lately. Will the Democrats impeach Donald Trump? That doesn't mean he'll be removed from office. Definitely it won't happen in the Senate. I do not see. Donald Trump's too popular with the base of his supporters. Donald Trump, the thing he has going for him that they don't like to talk about on these corporate media, they don't like to discuss it, is the fact that Donald Trump has a very strong base appeal. That's what matters, okay? So these politicians, first thing comes for them, first thing they're thinking about is their careers. And can they maintain their seats? Can they get reelected? And voting, if you're a senator and you vote to impeach Donald Trump, you will not be reelected. Okay? All right? Let's just make sure that's clear. So they may impeach Donald Trump in the House, but they'll never get it through the Senate. That won't happen. So this whole idea of impeachment is fool's gold. But it's something that Democrats are able to run on and raise money on. And I'm not running for anything. I'm just telling you the truth. That's just the truth. Okay? So impeachment does not mean be removed from office. That's not what it means. It just means they'll go waste a whole lot of money to reach a foregone conclusion, which is nothing's going to happen. Right? Same thing happened with Clinton. He got impeached. He served 2 terms, baby. You know, it's not. He didn't leave office. Right? Where's the perspective? So we got a lot of virtual signaling going on, and I'm just over here. I'm tripping off of everyone acting surprised. Okay. And just a little bit about Joy Reid, because I haven't talked about Joy Reid in a while. I mean, how disingenuous can you be? Joy Reid is on a network that talks about impeaching Donald Trump every 15 seconds. Every 15 seconds. Microsoft and NBC, I should say, MSNBC, Microsoft, who owns it, NBC, and talk about impeaching Donald Trump every 15 seconds. And then she's like, well, isn't this bad because it shows that the Democrats are already planning to... Oh, shut up. Come on, Joy. Come on, Joy. That's all they talk about. I mean, what policies? And I want people to be honest here. Be totally honest. Everybody, my wolf pack, Tim Black's wolf pack, Truth Bomb activists. Everybody be as honest as you can. Be totally honest, 100% honest. What policies are the Democrats fighting for? Name 3 policies that the Democrats are fighting for. Now, we know what the Republicans are fighting for. Border wall, right? Border wall is one of them. Spending more money on defense. That's both parties, but we're talking about the Republican Party right now. Right? It may be something trade related, right? I don't know if those are policies, but those are things they talk about a lot, right? What are the 3 policies? Name 3 things that the Democrats have been fighting for. 3 policy points. Not what we want. I'm talking about what they've been fighting for. Can't name one, can you? You can't name one policy. Name one. It's hard as hell to name one. The only thing you really can't come up with, and it's not a policy, it's...
Impeach 45! Impeach 45! I didn't hear you impeach 45. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so very much.
Well, actually, you come up with three. I take it all back. You come up with three things that the Democrats have been fighting for. Russia! 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 But Russia ain't a policy. You can't take Russia home and feed it to the kids. Russia won't make your cost of your pharmaceuticals, your medications cheaper so you can afford them so you don't die. Russia is not a job you can go to with a decent wage. Russia won't cure you of that illness that you developed when you were in Afghanistan when they were burning the garbage with the plastic and the human waste and body parts in the thing, in the pit that you inhaled and now you're dying. Like Russia won't cure it. Russia won't I don't know, won't make the water clean. In Flint, it won't clean up the oil spills if you're in the Dakotas. It won't do shit. Russia won't do anything except sell ads on MSNBC and CNN. And it's not a policy point. It's not a policy standpoint. That's what the Democratic Party has been fighting for. I remember when Senator Nina Turner used to go on the shows.
How's this playing in Ohio?
No one in Ohio is asking about Russia.
How's this playing in Ohio?
No one in Ohio is asking about Russia.
She was the only one sitting there. She said, we need to focus on things that help the people. Policies that help the people. What'd they do? They shut her down. They wouldn't even let her speak at the DNC convention because they're afraid she's going to get out there and say some real shit. They ain't want her to say any real shit. Roseanne DeMore of the Nurses Union, right? Things that help people. That's what it was about.